The market pushes up to our target, then pulls back. Will the bulls try to rip it into Opex? This is Invest with Jacob. Okay, guys, so no video yesterday as I do have a newborn and they can be quite time consuming and I was unable to get one out. However, if you watched the video the day before, you had the game plan. We had a resistance zone and I said if they pushed through that zone, it was likely headed to 5350 to 5400, and that's what we saw. So the market pushed up to 5349 before starting to pull back. Now, with options expiration and the end of the week, will the bulls try to rip it higher to close the week? I'll get into that in just 1 second, but first, if you're new here, welcome to the show, guys. My name is Jacob Gabbard, and this is Invest with Jacob, where we use Elliott Wave Theory to break down the SP 500 and the NASDAQ. I highly encourage you to hit that subscribe button down below so that you can get our daily S&P updates, our trade setups, and our buy alerts. All right, guys, before we jump into the chart, I did have a new baby boy a couple weeks ago, and I am celebrating that with coupon codes for $30 off of our courses, as well as 15% off of our memberships, and that does expire today, so make sure you take advantage of that. We don't do sales very often, and this is a good time to get in. Now, let's jump into the chart and take a look. Okay, guys, so here we are on the 5-minute SPX chart. We normally look at the futures, but right now we're looking at the SPX. It is a little bit cleaner because of the after-hours stuff on the ES. It does make it a little sloppier. So with the SPX, we do have a pretty decent 5 down off of the high. Now, does that mean we are going down and the top is in and it's game over for the bulls? Of course not. We still need to break key supports. We still need to see a bigger pattern play out, but you have to start somewhere, and right now we've started in the micro count. Now, if I've said it once, I've said it 100 times, micro counts on Elliott Wave are unreliable, and you need a much bigger count to play out in order to give you confidence that this top would be in and we'd be starting down in C. But nonetheless, we do have a nice 1, 2, and then you've got a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of 3, a 4, and a 5 to complete a wave 1, smaller wave 1. And this would be wave 2, and then you have 1 of 3, 2 of 3, and at the close they were pushing down, and what looks like could be 3 of 3 of this overall structure. So in this instance, we would want to see them push down below 52.93 to give us further confirmation that we're trying to play out this pattern. Ultimately, we want to see them push down in 5 waves to 52.63. Okay, and that aligns with this open gap over here. There should be some support at that level. And this is going to be a critical area because this can be a deeper wave 4. And we'll look at that on the ES here in just a minute. This can be a deeper wave 4 and a wave 5 up, which would hit the 5400 area on ES. But if it's a 3-wave bounce from here, so if they can play out to 52.63 and we see a 3-wave bounce and then a decline like this, then we'll start to look a lot more bearish, and we'll look for this pattern overall to play out down toward the 5,000 or so level to give us a wave 1 of that bigger wave C. So overall, it's a good start for the bears, but they have not broken any key support. They have not gone through any levels that matter. They need to break through this 52.63 level to kind of take out that bigger wave 4 scenario. If they can push through that, then we'll look for them to break down below 5100 and then make that 1 of C, which would be a much stronger indication that we have topped and we are looking for a much bigger decline overall. So let's jump over to the ES so we can see the levels that we were looking at and we'll be looking for on the ES. Okay, so in the ES chart, you do have a bit of an extension here because of the PPI push down. So you have a bit of an extension in how high your wave 5 can go. And we're right at the edge of that extension. We pushed just over it. I can still give them the benefit of the doubt for this being a wave 5 up to complete this B wave. But again, we're in the very micro stages of any kind of pullback and they haven't broken any support. And until they do, we are bullish. And the first level of support they need to break is going to be around this 52.70 area where this consolidation is here. That's going to coincide basically with that 52.60 area on the SPX. They need to break down below this area, and that should be an indication that the bigger 4-5 here is unlikely to play out, and we may be looking at a slightly different pattern to the upside if it is unable to fill out an impulsive wave to the downside. So the first thing that has to happen is they got to get down towards 52.60 in that region on the ES or the SPX, break through that support, and ultimately that breakthrough is likely to come in a form of a bounce and then a breakthrough. So they come down into this level and bounce and then push down, or they come down to this level and give us 5 up, where we're going to go back up towards 5400 to complete this wave 5 up here. So that 5260 level would be where I'm looking next. But again, we still have to break down and follow through from the top. And assuming we can do that, this would be the next level to watch. Over on the NASDAQ, as you can imagine, the same type of setup on the NASDAQ. We do have a potential to push down in 5 waves, and that would target about 18,416. If they can come down into that area and hold, the bulls can rip it higher up toward that 18,900 to 19,100 area, which were the targets we talked about long ago when we failed to reach them the first time we made a high in April. So this move up as an expanded B wave goes and hits those targets. As we saw, it's already done on the ES and still can go do on the NASDAQ. So that's how expanded B waves work. They go up and hit targets that were missed. And so far, the market has not failed to do that. So if they can push down, the level to watch would be 18,416. Breaking through this line of consolidation right here would be a strong win for the bears and give us our first initial idea that this top is in, but we'd still want to see that 5-wave follow through to give us stronger confirmation and understand that we are coming down in that bigger C wave and a much bigger correction to the downside. So 18,416 would be the key level for the bulls on the NASDAQ. As long as they're above that, pressure does remain up and the bulls do remain in control. Below that, we'll have to see exactly what kind of structure we get, but we would be looking for 5-wave structures to the downside to complete wave 1 of C and give us a strong indication that this is the top, and we're looking for a very big correction after that. Guys, if you like the information I put out in these videos and you want real-time market updates from me, you need to check out investwithjacob.com. There's a link down in the description. Go ahead and click that link. It'll take you right over to the webpage. Once you're there, check out our membership plans area. We have 2 incredible monthly plans. Both come with a 7-day free trial because I want you to get in there. I want you to make sure you love it and become part of the trading team before you ever spend a penny. You can cancel at any time. You literally have nothing to lose by checking it out. On top of that, guys, right now I am offering coupons on both my educational courses as well as my rooms with the coupon code May30. That's May30 all together. You can get $30 off any of our courses. So that makes this 67, 117, and 147. And the really cool thing about that is that makes this course, the course bundle, 147, which is the same price as the advanced course, which means you get both of the courses for the price of one, which is really a nice deal. $30 off with the coupon code May30. And then if you want to become a monthly member, you get all of this information for free along with your monthly membership. And if you put in the code May15, you get 15% off of your monthly membership. You also get the 1-week free trial. So really cool. We don't do a lot of sales. It expires today, guys. You got to get in today. This is the last day. So if you want to be a member or you want to get a course, today's the day to do it. Let me show you how to do the coupon real quick because it is a little tricky. You come down and pick whatever you want, whether it's a course or a monthly membership. You hit join today. It'll bring up the screen that you need to put in your information. And when you scroll down here, under the password and password confirmation, there's a have a coupon link. You just click that and it opens it up. And for this one, we're in a monthly course or monthly membership. So we type in May 15. It says coupon code applied successfully. And you scroll to the top and you can see right here the terms now. It's 1 week for free and then $41.65 a month instead of the $49. So you get that 15% off. And then once you're done entering everything, whether you're going to do PayPal or hit credit card, click on it and then hit sign up. And you'll put in your payment details on the next screen. All right, so that expires today. Get in there now, guys. Now, we do have 2 incredible courses, training material, so you can understand these complex markets. We have our Elliott Wave 4 Beginners course and our Advanced Elliott Wave course. In our Advanced course, we go over all of the different complex patterns, such as an expanded flat that we're in right now, the diagonal that we were in before, advanced fib levels, double and triple threes, triangles, everything you want to know about the complex market to make it understandable. In these videos, we go through what the structures look like, how to count them, how to understand them. Then we put the fib levels on so that you can see exactly where they hit on the fib levels and what that's supposed to look like and how to draw in the trend lines and things like that. And then we get into the charts and we look at it on a chart so that you can see these patterns play out in real time on a chart and understand how to chart them and what we're looking for and why. As you can see on the screen, people are really loving this course, but I do understand if it's too complex or you're just getting started with Elliott Wave, you can get our Elliott Wave 4 Beginners online course. This course is helping real traders make real money and finally understand the market in a way that makes sense. It can be very confusing when good news makes the market go down and bad news makes the market go up. And this is because Elliott knew that the news cycles didn't matter long ago. He knew that key levels mattered and what happened when they held and what happened when they failed, and that gives you a huge advantage over the rest of the traders. In this course, we go over 25 videos in 3 sections. The first one is the introduction, where we go over your expectations, your mindset and emotion, the KISS method, and why this works. It's rooted in technical analysis. All of the stuff we go over, I talk about it. It's not just waves that are willy-nilly drawn on the screen. This is all built off of technical analysis, and it's really powerful. The chart setup and tools, every tool you need to use along with Elliott Wave and why and how. And then the Elliott Wave for Beginners area, where we go through each of the waves, how to measure them, how to understand them, how to find the key levels, the theory of alternation, corrective depth theory, everything you need to know to make sense of an irrational market. Now, the really cool thing about both of these courses is if you want to get them cheaper, you can do the bundle plan. And with the coupon, you're basically getting the beginner's course for free. Or if you don't want to pay anything at all for the courses, you can join our monthly rooms because all of our educational material is included. In our first room, the Invest with Jacob room, you get all of my real-time market updates, all of my buy and sell alerts, all of your Elliott Wave questions answered, a midday video where I go over exactly where we are in the counts and what to expect, as well as the training material you just saw. We trade the SPY and the QQQ, so we do trade quite often in my room. We swing and day trade. But if you're looking for individual stocks, income trading, futures trading, as well as advanced training, you need to check out PT's Throne Room. In there, you get everything you get in the Invest with Jacob room, as well as individual stocks, futures trading. His income method is killing it, guys. I keep telling you every day how good he is doing with this. People are making money for just watching time go by. And his advanced reduced risk binary method that crushes the market. It's something you really have to see to understand. And that's another reason we give you that 7-day free trial. He also started a challenge account where he put $4,000 into an account trading mini S futures, showing you how to build a small account into a large retirement or savings account. Guys, we'd love to have you in these rooms so we can all make money together. All right, our key takeaways for today. If the bears can follow through, that's a big if. Tomorrow's a Friday. It's a bullish week. You have Opex. The bulls can absolutely rip it directly higher. But if the bears can follow through, we'd look for them to come down into the 52.60 area. Anything above that and the bulls are still in control and pressure remains up. Anything below that, and that's our first indication that a top may be in. If they get down into this area, how they bounce will be important. A 3-wave bounce and then a decline will be advantage bears. A 5-wave move back toward the highs will be advantage bulls. Over on the NASDAQ, same kind of setup. You're looking at the 18,416 level as the main area to hold this consolidation area right here. Above that, the bulls are in control. Pressure remains up. Below that is the first indication we may have put in a top. Guys, it's the weekend. Grab yourself a drink, get out of the house, have some fun with the family, and I'll talk to you next week.